people, because then you go to other places in the country, right? And you're like, oh, people have a life way beyond, way beyond. But in Los Angeles, it's about money and fame and the movie industry. And you know, so much is there's so much access. I mean, just personal trainers and Erewhon Mark. It is truly like a movie set that you walk onto. So I think when you live in that for so long, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know that they have a touch with reality. And maybe to me, that's Kyle's sobriety, is maybe it's getting back to the reality of life. And I'm just curious what it was about, because I don't think it was the infidelity, if there was that. I feel like what's happened?
They grew apart because she is working on a show and having fights with her sister, and he is just working non-stop. He's still very present on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, though, when you compare him to like a Harry or some of these other husbands. I mean, he's there, considering the agency is like freaking, it's a job, girl. It's a real job.
So cameras are back up, right? They're going to film what's going on with their marriage.
They're back up. Kyle, I mean, listen, which is another, you know, and also Garcella's come out and Sutton, and they both said, you know, we're not surprised. We saw things. That's the first thing that they said from this season. Erica, just like typical Erica. I mean, she is so good. She is just so good with that media. She was just on, I think, Sherry Shepherd promoting Vegas, where she's like, you know, when I was going through she said, you know, whatever, which is still going on. Everybody had a story. Everyone knew what was going on with Erica Jane and Tom. And she's like, and the amount of things that I were so incorrect that I couldn't comment on, she's like, I just don't want to be that person for Kyle. I'm going to let her take this one. Brilliant answer. Was married to Mr. Girardi and paid attention to the lawyers. Leave it to the lawyers, girls. We got an answer for everything. So I thought Erica's, but Andy has come out and said on the carpet for the RHONY premiere, after Giselle Tank was throwing up all over the place, he said, you know, I think when you watch season 13, I mean, how convenient that we're already plugging season 13, Andy. When you watch season 13, I think you're gonna see, it's not that shocking that Kyle and Mauricio have announced this. So apparently now we have a whole new scandal and everyone's going to be going back and looking for Easter eggs. I mean, I don't know. Unlike Tom Sandoval and Ariana, Kyle she holds it close to the vest. She is the producer in front of her eyes. So now the cameras are picked back up. What Kyle are we getting? I mean, this is the time. Come on. This is reality TV. This is what you signed up for. You got to let us in. It's kind of like if Giselle went through the most shocking Robin Dixon. Robin, are we going to see you in Juan this next season, girl?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, it's time. It's time. Kyle, it's time, girl. It's Kyle's time. You got to show us the dirt, the sad state of your life. Show us, Kyle, because that will endear people to you as a human being, as opposed to scripting shit like Robin and Jizzy. Man, you got me mad.
I don't get that. I agree with you that Kyle has held things close to the chest, but I don't see Kyle as scripted. She's given us a lot with her sisters. Like, I feel like
true.
A lot of people can relate to that sibling dynamic. I thought that's
true.
Really, I mean, she lost her friendship with Lisa Vanderpump and Ken over that. I mean, she believed Puppygate and went all out, for Dorito. I mean,
maybe you're right.
I feel like she's given us a lot, fights with Brandy. And I mean, she's really gone up against everybody. Maybe she's like been a little favoritism towards Rinna and Dorit, but I mean, and she went there with Garcelle last season, and people accused Kyle of being racist too, that she was racist, that she was, I mean, and Kyle didn't back down. I mean, even at the reunion, this past reunion, I think Kyle was basically saying like she thought that the racism was unjust, or something along that line. So, I mean, Kyle, like, I think she kind of brings it. I mean, look, this is it for Robin and Juan. I mean, I think, just like what you said, they've brought Robin and Juan back. I can't remember actually if you said this. Anyway, they brought Robin and Juan back to, Robin, this is her season. She's going to be fried. I mean, And I guarantee those producers probably went to Maryland and they were like, if you want to keep your job, Juan is going to be on. We're going to film all this. And you guys better, exactly what you're saying, you guys better bring it like you have never brought it, or you are toast. And I feel like Robin and Juan could still be toast after this season.
Well, I mean, apparently we have a distraction from Robin and Juan because we've had an all-out RHOP smackdown, a beatdown. Did you see this fucking video from 2 weeks ago?
I did in my hometown of Washington, D.C., where I was for 15 years. Yes, it was for Ashley Darby's fashion show. I'd actually never been to the venue.
Really?
No,
I mean, Kiana Stewart is a new housewife, RHOP. She has friends. Listen, could this jeopardize? I mean, this could go one of two ways. This could be like, this is amazing and blah, blah, blah. Or this could be like, bitch, nobody in America knows you. You're fired. You're actually fired. You're literally fired because I don't think Bravo wants this. A SmackDown? What are we going back to? I mean, Monique and Candy Gal. I mean, and there's other franchises. I'm not picking on Potomac, but Kiana Stewart is a friend of the Professors. Oh, the Professor has such nice friends, doesn't she? And this Kiana Stewart got into it. Deborah Williams was a friend of last season. She's back.
I love Deborah. And by the way, poor Deborah has gotten just like destroyed because of her looks. And I mean, I give it to Deborah. You know, you come on TV, you're not this traditional beauty, but you rock it. You don't back down. And yeah, but Kiana was, I mean, reportedly even hospitalized after this fight. I mean, that's bad.
And there's more videos surfacing now. There is one I just saw where Candy Gal is being held back and screaming. I mean, listen, Deborah had issues last season with Candy Gal over Chris, right? Like she fed into the Chris rumors and who's Chris, you know, flirting with. And again, I mean, I don't buy any of them. Candy Gal is gorgeous. Not that that means that you can't cheat on someone attractive. But I mean, that's just like Kyle in the first season when my very good friend, and she is a very good friend of mine, Alison Dubois, said whatever, that Mauricio will never emotionally fulfill her. And she said, oh, have you seen my husband? Have you seen us? As if hot people don't cheat. Got to call you on that one, Kyle. And I will always be Team Alison because she is a very good friend. Look, I mean, are we going to see this? Is this going to make it on air? I'm not so sure. You can argue. I mean, what do we want? Is this what people want? Do people want the drama? Is this Aspen now and we're all talking about this? Or is this never going to see the light of day? Has everyone watched the RHONY first few episodes? We're arguing over fucking cheese. You know, Kim D says Jersey is different. They want it toxic. I don't know about that, Kim. I don't know about that. I'm still not convinced that everybody's getting a contract, despite the fact that they all got a call. I don't, and if they do, I don't think Bravo wants the toxicity. I don't know. It's this weird, what do you do, Sarah? You want the ratings. You want the